Hello there, my name is Jason Perkins, and welcome to another episode in the Georgia Workers' Compensation video series. I'm an attorney who specializes in handling Georgia workers' compensation cases. I created this series of videos to provide people who have been hurt at work with helpful information about Georgia's workers' compensation law and the benefits they should receive under that law. Today, I want to talk to you about whether Georgia workers' compensation covers vaccine injuries. So basically, workers' compensation covers injuries that are work-related. So in order for your vaccine injury to be covered, it's probably going to have to be connected to your work in some way. So most type of routine medical treatment that you get would not necessarily be covered under workers' compensation because it's not something that you're getting as a result of your work. But there are some situations where it could be covered. With regard to vaccines, if your employer mandated that you get a vaccine in order to continue working, then there's a high likelihood that an injury from getting that vaccine would be covered under workers' compensation. Even if the vaccine was not mandated by your employer, if the government mandated that you get that vaccine in order to continue working at the type of job that you do, the same sort of logic might apply and it might be covered under workers' compensation. Now let's talk about situations where a vaccine is not mandated, but your employer encouraged you to get a vaccine. Maybe they indicated they would cover your time off work for getting the vaccine, or they would pay you some sort of bonus, or you stayed on the clock while you got the vaccine, even though they're not requiring it. In these situations, if your employer benefited from getting the vaccine, then there's a good chance it could be covered under Georgia workers' compensation law as well. So if you suffered an injury or side effect from getting that vaccine, that injury might be considered a workers' compensation injury. The vaccines for COVID have largely been proven safe, but there are definitely some side effects that can occur, some serious side effects that can occur rarely. So if you suffer a reaction to a vaccine or one of these side effects, are you going to receive workers' compensation benefits, assuming that it's considered a workers' compensation injury? Well, one question that's going to come up is whether the condition that you develop was caused by the vaccination or not. This is often going to require a medical opinion. In other words, you're going to need to show, or a doctor's going to need to say that whatever condition you develop was caused or aggravated by the vaccination, as opposed to just developing on its own, separate from the vaccination. Now, if you can show that the vaccine was work-related and that the condition developed as a result of getting the vaccination, then there's a good chance that the injury that you suffered should be covered under Georgia's workers' compensation law. But this is a relatively new issue. There's not much on vaccination coverage under Georgia's law currently, so it will definitely probably be an issue that's contested. And it's possible that even if your employer mandates the vaccine or benefits from it, that the insurance company, the workers' compensation insurance company, may deny your claim, and you may have to litigate it and fight in court to get it covered. I hope you found this information about whether Georgia workers' compensation law covers vaccination injuries helpful. If you have, please let me know that. One of the best ways you can do that is by liking this video or giving it a thumbs up. If you want more information about Georgia workers' compensation law, I'd encourage you to reach out and schedule a free consultation with me. There's two easy ways that you can do that. First is by calling the number at the bottom of the screen, and the other is by reaching out to me through our website, which is www.perkinslawtalk.com. Click on and submit the free consultation request form, and a member of our workers' compensation team will reach out to you and get a consultation scheduled. I'd like to thank you again for watching this video today, and we'll wish you the best of luck as you recover from your injuries.